everyone, my name is Gina, and I would like to officially welcome you to Seasoned Beauties. If this is your first time visiting with us on today, thank you so much for choosing to come and check us out. If you are returning, thank you. Your girl really does appreciate it. Now, either way, if you are currently not subscribed to the Seasoned Beauties family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Become a part of the family. We would love to have you, and there's more than enough room on this family tree just for you. Now, today I would like to say you chose a wonderful day to be here. But I think every day is a good day to be here. But today I've got a rant. One that is really, really close to my heart. So if you hear me get a little riled up, trust me, it comes from a good place, but it's a sore spot. Actually, there is no but. It comes from a good space, and it's a sore spot for me. Well, today's video is about the Crayon Case and a designer by the name of Jeremy Scott, also known as Moschino and Sephora. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with the Crayon Case, I'm ecstatic about it. I'm just telling you the truth. It is owned by a woman of color. It is new to the makeup world. And by new, okay, maybe not new. Maybe she's a toddler now in the makeup world. Her name is actually Raynell, aka Super Sense Stewart. And she is the creator of the Crayon Case. And I'm going to tell you how I feel, but I want you to draw your own conclusion. Okay? Now, to me, this is blatant theft. I'm just going to put it out there. It is blatant theft. And what has happened is there's a collaboration with Moschino and Sephora to put what he is calling the office supplies, whose products look an awful lot like the ideas of the Crayon Case. I'm going to show you. Let's just start here. We'll start with some tools. Check out the brushes. Now, hers, the original Crayon Case, versus the office supplies. What's wrong with this picture? Then we'll look at some of the products. Okay, they'll be up here. Now, I have to tell you, before I came on here to talk to you about it, I did my homework, honey. Yes, I searched him out, check him out, find out who Mr. Jeremy Scott really is. Well, I'll have you know, this is not the first time this year, 2019, that this man has been accused of stealing from another brand. And the thing is, they're smaller brands, up-and-comers. So what? Does he think it'll be his word? In my opinion, his word against theirs? Honey, the proof is in what you see right in front of you. Okay, now, with that being said, at Fashion Week, he opens up with clothes that looks like hers. And now, a cosmetics line that looks like someone else's. Where's the originality in this? Now, I have such a challenge with it because here it is. This is not even halfway through 2019, and this is the second time with this brand already. Now, and with Sephora nonetheless, I don't know if they didn't do any research before they, partnered up with him or whatever the case may be. However, that doesn't excuse them. It does not excuse them at all, because you are responsible for what you put in your store. I am responsible for the decisions that I make. And so that's the same thing for them. If somebody fell short, that's on them. I'm sorry. That's on them. Now, BuzzFeed, Black Enterprise, and there's something else called Diet Prada. All of these news outlets have already started covering it. And I went in and I checked out what they had to say. They could have all been sitting in the same room writing, the same thing, and they're nowhere near each other. But the problem is, the truth is in front of you. The proof, as they say, is in the pudding. In this case, the proof is right here. Okay? Now, Raynell made a comment about it. She was truly, truly hurt. But let me tell you something. This woman, trust me, she's not going to lose any sleep over it. And I know that to be, what she said. However, I get it. This woman made over $1 million with her products in less than 2 hours. This is nothing. However, do you know how much better this could have been for her? Now, I'm going to pause right there for a second, and I'm going to tell you why. Right here, this means so much to me. Why I have such a challenge with it. My dad, I want to say about 50 years ago, he created a way to remove the gas out of fluorescent lights. So he talked to his supervisor. This was the work that he was doing, taking care of those types of things. Talked to the supervisor, told him this is what I did, blah, 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 blah. This man left his office and went to the patent office and stole my father's work. Now, why am I telling you about this 50 years later? Because we think this is just about taking someone else's ideas. No, not at all. Do you know you changed the course of history for people? You're taking food out of this woman's children's mouths. You may say, oh, she made $1 million. That has nothing to do with it. This is her ideas. Just like this was my dad's. Our lives would have been drastically different. And I'm not saying I had a bad one. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying to steal somebody else's hard work, their ideas, and you don't even care enough to give them credit. To say, I saw something and this is amazing. I'd like to come up with something like this. But give her credit for it. Put her name out there somewhere. And he chose to not do that. So for me, I get it. It's personal. It's personal. But for her, the reason I'm speaking on it right now is because here it is, 50 years later, and the same crap is still happening. Yes, I'm feeling okay. Here it is, 50 years later, and the same stuff is still happening. When do we grow and stop stealing? It's just a matter of having a conversation. I can appreciate your ideas. I'd like to create an off-brand or another brand similar to yours. Work out a deal with the lady. Sephora, work out a deal with this woman putting her things in your stores. Well, let me tell you this. The buying power of people of color, second to none. I'll put a link down below. You get a minute, go ahead, click on that link and find out some information about your buying power. So why am I telling you that? Hit these companies where they hurt. Spend your money somewhere else. In a case like this, the Crayon Case would be a good spot. Why? Because it's the original. It's the original. And the original is always better. And it's not like it was so overpriced or anything that you needed it to be a knockoff. No, that's not it at all, because the prices aren't that much different. Anyway, okay, so that rant is over. I'm coming back to my original rant. So, I just wanted to let you know, as of today, April the 28th, happy anniversary, husband. But as of today, Sephora has not commented. That means something right there. So, I want to tell you this. I've given you some information. I've given you a link to pull up and look at. And I don't just know these things randomly. I've been in contact with an up-and-coming box, a subscription service. Be on the lookout for it. I will continue to update information on this channel. So if you would like to know about it, go ahead and make sure you subscribe below and hit the notifications button so you'll know whenever information about it comes along. But this one is a brand that introduces products for people of color by people of color. And the reason I am excited to work with this company, this idea, is because when I asked my daughters if they knew about the Crayon Case, they said no. So I need to make sure that before I say, well, why aren't you buying from her? You can't buy from them if you don't know about them. So when I was presented with this idea to work with this up-and-coming subscription service, which, by the way, this much I can say because I didn't get a chance to talk to them before I came on here and made this comment, but it's supposed to launch by the middle of summer 2019. So be on the lookout for it. I'm excited about it because the buying power of people of color is at the top of the charts. And the next level doesn't even come close. Your buying power means something. Hit these companies where they hurt. Do not support them. For me, my Sephora days are done. If I can't get it out of Ulta, I'll be going online to those specific brands and purchasing them on their website. I'm not going into Sephora anymore. Any of the gift cards or whatever that I have, I'm getting rid of them. I'm not going back to Sephora. Why? Now, who should be supporting something like this? I'm encouraging you to do the same. You make your own decision, you draw your own conclusions. But the reason I'm saying that to you is because, look, I'm going to rattle off just a couple. First of all, if you are a woman-owned business, this is a woman-owned business that someone tried to steal from. Not only that, this is a woman of color. Yet another reason why you should jump on board. Now, not just that, but the fact that she is a small business. The list can continue to go on, but more importantly, she's a human being. No credit given to her. Okay, now, I'm going to ask you to share this video. Please share this video because we need to make sure that other people know about the Crayon Case. Don't say, oh my God, this thing is so cool. You walk into Sephora so that you can support that, when the original was not even given any credit. Now, these are my opinions, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you information to draw your own conclusion. All right? Now, I apologize if I'm just a little bit over the top. That's not normally me. However, this is unfair. And me, I am a believer in tell the truth. The Bible tells us, I'm my brother's keeper. I'm my sister's keeper. This is not okay. This is not okay. Because it could have been you, could have been me, could have been the next person. If you know about wrong and you continue to support wrong, what are you saying? That's not what you would want for you. And I am a firm believer, and I teach my children and my grandchildren, you treat people the way you yourself would want to be treated. That also includes the way in which you speak. So, as always, remember, regardless of the season that you are in, you will always be a seasoned beauty. Until next time.